It's me. Yes, you. But we're a lot older now. I'm here to tell you something. Well, a couple of things.
Raised by a single mother, don't know my dad, blah blah. It's cliche. This is creative. This shows that I'm different.
To help you know you're not alone, and to let you know some things I've learned in the past few years. I know you felt broken more times than you can count.
That was a movie.
I know that the weight you carry feels heavy on your heart, and you don't even know where to start when you think about healing it or putting it down. But I'm here to tell you that weight, you can put it down, my love. You can let it go. You can set it free. You can let yourself glow.
The real violence, the violence that I realized was unforgivable, was the violence that we do to ourselves when we're too afraid to be who we really are.
I know it has felt easier at times to wear a tough shell because throughout your whole life you've gotten so comfortable with the uncomfortable, feeling unsafe and alone, feeling unsafe to be vulnerable and be your true self. So you wear a tougher version in hopes it will help. You cover yourself in an exterior so that your broken parts don't seep through. But I'm here to tell you, broken, hurt, and in pain,
Voila! She's beautiful.
you are still a worthy you. You are still worthy of so much magic, happiness, and joy. You still deserve a hug, gentleness, and so much more. I am so sorry. I am so sorry for all the pain you've been through. The hurt, the sadness, the heartache, the loss, and even the pain I've caused you.
There's peacocks in the road. Oh my god, so cute.
I know you've often felt alone or afraid of being left behind. You felt unworthy, not good enough.
I wish I could go back to being 𝚃𝚑𝚊𝚗𝚔. But I'm a woman now, and part of being a woman is understanding that hearts are complicated things. They are indeed.
Compared to or always pushed to the side. But darling, you are a shining star. You have always been, and you already are. I love you. You are safe now. You are better now. Be you. Be at peace. Let your heart shine and let your soul be free. Love, present day me. Us. After all of that, we made it through. As this video focused on my inner teen was only meant to be a letter to her initially, it became so much more, and I'm excited to share it with you guys. I found myself diving into memories, dreams, and even heartaches of mine that I had blocked out for years. Through this revealing, I found healing, and I wanted to share with you all a journaling prompt that I discovered and created to help me work through some of these deep and big emotions. I wrote out 2 lists of promises. I started with a list of promises to my teen self from my present self of how I wanted to honor, treat, and show up for her moving forward. It consisted of a lot of validating her and telling her I would be there for her emotionally. I then wrote out a list of promises from my teen self to my present day self, and this brought out a lot of unexpected deep emotions within me. Promises like, I promise to be there for you like you've always been there for me. It made me realize that we never lose these parts of ourselves, even though we get older and feel so distant from them. Each age we are lives within us, and if we are gentle and quiet enough, we can catch glimpses of wisdom and love from them. If only we could learn to honor them and give them our genuine love and affection for who they are. Overall, I'd really encourage this practice for anyone who really feels disconnected emotionally or cut off from their teen self or any particular version of themselves in any way. It is such a healing and powerful practice, at least it was for me. As I said before, this video, which started only as a letter, became so much more. The things I've learned from my teen self for my present self, and vice versa, are aspects of my healing journey that I couldn't be more grateful for, and that I also didn't know that I needed. Unexpected but divinely guided, and that truly reflects so much of my healing journey overall.
She's getting paid with a hair mask
And some Reiki healing.
This is what we're working with. She's gonna look a lot different after this. Trying to find grad photo outfits. Let's try some more.
I know what you've been through. I know what you like.
It's reminded me of the importance also of acknowledging the imperfections of life and ourselves. Being willing to admit where we could have loved ourselves or others more and even better. Knowing that that doesn't make us wrong or bad, and having the courage,
Come out, Mr. Sun.
the grace, and commitment to actively forgiving ourselves and living for ourselves in the best way, to set that version of ourselves, and thus our present day selves, free. And overall recognizing where we may have lost touch with certain parts of us in our lives, and especially in our teen years, due to trauma or other things outside of our immediate control. Finding empowerment in recognizing that it is now within our control to nurture and heal those once lost parts of ourselves. Here's a glimpse of my story, my fear turned to glory.
I'm here to tell you about a chapter in my story where I didn't feel safe to use my voice. And look at that, I am losing my voice. I've been sick the past couple of days. Today and yesterday, my voice has been going out. So we're going to try our best here to continue with this video and continue with this story. I had a lot of trauma in high school around using my voice. Whether it came to singing or public speaking, I was terrified. Now I believe it was a combination of being afraid to be that vulnerable, feeling inadequate, and also feeling scared of being loud and truly being seen that made me not want to be me. I didn't realize it at the time, but these things that I was so afraid of already were and would continue to become some of my greatest strengths. I just needed to gather the inner strength, self-trust, and intuition to be divinely guided back to them. Now as I create on YouTube, making videos, and also make my own music, I find myself in awe as I return to the things that I once so deeply loved, but had told myself that I wasn't good enough to do. As I've gone through these emotions and memories, I find myself reflecting on a specific memory as a teen of me signing up to do music auditions. Usually, if I was around my friends, I would be more focused on fitting in and trying not to embarrass myself. But this time, luckily, I was alone during my audition. The teacher asked me to think of a song that I knew that one of the fellow choir members also knew, and we decided on Seasons of Love. All I can remember is just letting the words and worlds of melodies come out, as I had done so many times before, but not as much in front of people that I didn't know that well. Before I knew it, it was over, and the people that stood before me stood quite astonished. The one who actually sang with me after a moment said, "Wow, you can actually sing." His shock and surprise meant a lot, especially coming from him, as he had a beautiful and powerful voice himself. At the time, I didn't know it, but these were the words I so badly needed to hear. Words of kindness and positive affirmation towards the thing that I loved most but had grown so terrified to do. You see, when we carry deep shame about who we truly are, we carry it also onto what we are capable of and the things that we truly want to do in our life. It puts kind of a filter over the things that you are naturally gifted and blessed with for you to believe that you are incapable or not good enough. It's like having a weak spot in an area that is naturally your greatest strength. This time in my life is something I've thought about a good amount, and up until recently, I wasn't able to fully unpack it emotionally. I closed off this part of myself because I knew what it felt like back then, and I promised myself I would only go forwards and never go back. The issue with this is not only have I been closing myself off from the quote-unquote bad, I've been blocking out the good too. The good memories, the beautiful aspects of myself, the amazing things I was learning and exploring and experiencing for the first time. Even if I didn't have all of the answers or all the confidence in myself, I had what I needed, and that was me. And that version of me deserves the utmost honor and respect for what she was learning and growing through. Because I know, most of all people, that it wasn't easy. If you take anything from this video, I simply hope that you can take a handful or even a hug full of self-compassion for your teen self. I know this can be a part of our lives that many of us are conditioned to either glamorize and romanticize or look upon with shame. I realize now more than ever that this part of my life has truly led me to who I am today. Even if it felt like at the time I didn't know if I could or I would ever get here. So I just want to say thank you to my teen self. Thank you for opening your mouth to sing, for showing up to simply try even when you were unsure, even when you felt alone, even when you were terrified. You have taught me the utmost bravery and courage even when I am facing my fears. And now you have also taught me self-kindness and compassion being the greatest gift that I could ever give myself above all else.
Overall, the final message that I got from my teen self throughout the process of doing this journaling prompt, but also doing some deeper reflection of this time period in my life, is that it is safe for me to change. I didn't realize how much I was still holding myself back from stepping further into who I want to be in the present day because I still held so much grief for my teenage self. I'm learning now that the best thing I can do for her is work through my emotions, validate her beautiful being on the inside and the out.
Oh, it's
getting out in that world ain't easy. But we'll always be here for you, Dorothy. Whatever your fears are, well, they'll be defeated just by facing up to them. Now you take that new job and find a place for you and Toto. It's time for you to make a home of your own.
And simply allow myself to become someone and something different than I've ever been before. I truly do thank my teenage self for everything she's been through, everything she's gotten me through, and for still living within me today. Especially in these last few months, reconnecting with her deeply. She has taught me so much bravery, fearlessness. It's giving the pic of that girl walking down the stairs as she achieves her dreams. Fierceness, courage, confidence, strength, and unapologeticness to last a lifetime. So if anybody out there wants to begin again or take that next step in their own healing journey, I say go for it. Likely this version of yourself is waiting to be seen, waiting to feel validated, waiting to be honored, and waiting to be heard. And you are just the right person to do that. You have been all along.
Cause baby, like, ooh, it's all another flower lane. The sun goes around the state.
thank you guys for watching this video and making it all the way through. Like I always say, if you made it to the very end, you are a real one, okay? And you really are, so thank you. These last few videos that I've put out have truly been a joy to make. I feel like I'm really able to put my heart into the things that I create, and I couldn't be happier and more proud. As always, if you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe to our channel. We'd love for you to join our little True Awakened community here on YouTube. We are also on Instagram and Twitter at @wearetrue_. The very last thing that I want to say before I leave you is that I could not have gotten to this point or even created this video without my teen self. So I truly dedicate this video to her. I will see you guys next video. Have a lovely day, night, evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are. I love you. Thank you for watching.
I take it to new levels until I take it there.
I almost forgot to mention, now live with this video is a guided meditation for your inner teen or your teen self. So if you want to, go check that out. That would be awesome. I will put it in the description below. I will also leave a card in this video so you can click right on it and go straight to it. Alrighty guys, I hope that you enjoy. You can check out our other guided meditations as well, and I will see you next time. Bye.
And I've never been here before,
See you guys next time. Peace.
but I ain't getting scared.